Our goal is to make this so that we can make this a sustainable and stable and thriving district so we don't have to put everybody through this again.
Tonight, the Cedar Rapids School Board votes to reduce nearly $13 million from the next school year's budget. And that's before closing any schools. Good evening, I'm Jim Mertens.
And I'm Beth Malicki. Now, these cuts include smaller raises for teachers, staff, and principals next school year, as well as cuts to things like software and consultants. It's all in an effort to address a budget shortfall that lower enrollment is fueling. KCRG TV9's Brian Tabak was at tonight's meeting where the board voted to make those cuts, and he joins us now live from outside the school district headquarters. Brian?
Beth, Jim, the board meeting lasted nearly 4 hours, and the board members were able to discuss each individual line item, around 17 of them. So let's talk about the potential cuts and those big ones here. One of those cuts is for consulting services at a savings of more than $2 million, and the district will create staffing based on student enrollment. That will save nearly $3 million. The district will also move City View High School, Iowa Big, and the Virtual Academy to the headquarters building. That will save more than $200,000. And there will also be 8 job cuts here at the district headquarters. Losing those administrative roles will save the district nearly $1 million. Board members questioned how those cuts would impact staff and students learning. One school principal says the district is accounting for that.
It wasn't a here's what we're going to do. It was here's what we're thinking. What does this look like in your building? Right? So there's been real intentionality about what cuts are going to be made and why, and what impact that has directly to our students, our teachers, our staff, because they're the ones that matter most to us and to all of us.
So tonight's meeting effectively balanced the budget for the next school year. So I did talk to Board President Jen Newman if the consolidation was still necessary. She tells me that that will allow them to be able to keep those teacher jobs. The buildings aren't able to teach those students. There is another board meeting next Monday. There will be public comment. In Cedar Rapids, Brian Tabak, KCRG TV9 News.
Brian, thank you. So the Cedar Rapids School Board will not be deciding any school closures now until April. Board members were set to vote on closing up to 7 schools at the next meeting Monday, January 26th. But they've now delayed that decision to allow more feedback on cost savings plans for its facilities, of which many are below capacity. This means no closures will be implemented until the fall of 2027 at the earliest.
And I also recognize that, we get emails saying slow down, and I get emails saying you got to make this decision fast. And so we're going to have to find that middle ground there to make these decisions.
Board members will use feedback over the next few months before making a decision on any closures and consolidations again in April. Now, we have done several fact checks on the Cedar Rapids School District as it looks to make those cuts and consolidate. If you see a claim or have a question you want us to check, email us at newsroom@kcrg.com. And to see all of our previous fact checks, download the KCRG TV9 News app. Just scan that QR code on your screen to get free on mobile devices.